Hey guys, I still struggle with this name. It's really annoying. So, a offer, I guess, goes out to the comment section. I want you guys to name the city. Well, those of you who have my number, you can also message me. But we need a name. Or if one of you guys are so linguistically skilled, you can tell me how to pronounce it. But yeah, let me know what names you guys have in mind. It doesn't necessarily have to be exclusively this city. Everything that isn't Kerma, Asur, I don't remember if I spelled that right. Athens and Sparta. Yeah, I did spell that right. Athens. Anything that isn't these names are free to be changed. So let me know if you guys have any good name suggestions. I'll be more than willing to hear you out. But hey, today we are expanding. We have a bit of influence, not much. We are losing a bit more because I took over the city, but that is going to quickly be part of Athens in a couple turns. So as a matter of fact, I probably shouldn't have built anything. Oh, we just got an achievement. Continental shift. Possess a city on all 3 continents. So I guess that this is technically the other continent, which makes sense because it's not connected to our home continent by coastal water. There's this divide here, and it is connected to this main continent by coastal water. And then we settled London last week. Well, no, today's Friday. We settled London last episode. Harlong Bay gives us naval strength, which I feel is going to be useful. Oh, harbor is down here, which is like almost useless. This is a bunch of melee units on transport. This is, sadly, because of us, a fairly decorated Karaki unit. Okay. How many more turns before? Okay, 6 more turns before we can put another territory under one banner. So we should take these guys and move them pretty close. We should be able to get to their administrative center from here in maybe a turn or 2. And we take some more units and potentially start settling at least outposts in the surrounding area. So one here, and we can move them basically next turn. Okay, these guys also settled one and are on guard. So currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unclaimed territories throughout the entire island. well, continent, we shall make attempts to put all of them under one banner in a few weeks. New builder star, because the city over here is just kicking out districts. Okay. Worms has finished their settler. Sadly, the settler is older than I thought for some reason. Where do you unlock settlers? Oh, 3-masted ships. As opposed to steam engine that doesn't have an equivalent unit. Does anyone have an equivalent unit? Are there caravans of some sort? Oh, they have construction teams. Which I believe do everything up to the industrial era. Okay. I was unawares. Okay. You're getting distracted. What are we researching now? Something... Okay, flintlocks for better ships, which we're going to start producing soon. After that, there are nature reserves, which reduce population... not population, pollution. Nature reserves do the exact opposite of population reduction. These are useful. They just give a bunch of influence. Conscription centers, customs agencies, new home guards as conscripts. Technology wise, I am not seeing much that. Why are we getting flintlocks when we could have just gone to propeller? I don't think sometimes. And then a lot of this, okay, urban planning. A lot of this is just like steps on steps. So urban planning, combustion engine, and we kind of backfill everything. Okay. You guys. Well, more importantly, the cities that you have settled. Okay, this is the best part here. You. I don't necessarily want to lose food. Okay, this isn't the best spot, but highly defensible, and it is, well, no, it's probably going to be part of a card, but yeah, at least it's useful. You guys, I have no upgrade to the Great Swordsman yet, but I want you to babysit. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way over here. I want you to babysit this settler if he can reach there at some point. You guys, under one banner, is it available in 5 turns? So I guess, yeah, this is our takeover team. You guys, I guess, guard this outpost. You guys just chill here. You guys also chill here. Sir, you can build a salt. Ooh, 20 food for all cities. Yes, please. So, we aren't necessarily struggling with food, but more food, more better.
The first train stations link up. Connect distant lands, transfer goods and travelers at unthinkable speeds. Hopefully, the lounge car is well stocked.
We have our first official train station. And then, I want one I want a Sir to build one. But where? I think a Sir can build one here. It is a decent middle ground, and it should connect this one and that one just fine. So we can easily move from point A to point B. See you in a couple turns when that is completed. Sparta. Also want you to build one. Best place is probably on this coast, on this coast, and a supplementary harbor. Ooh. Artistic ownership. We can get academic arts, which again push us access wise towards a worldview. We can get an Academy of Arts, which is influence on research quarters per adjacent district, or independent artists, which have influence on commons quarters per adjacent district. Okay, did we did not claim the Eiffel Tower. Okay, bunch of stuff happening. These guys have gone from the English to the Poles and have finally reached the early modern era. We have unlocked flintlocks, and we have now gotten to the point of pollution. Yay. The pollution panel is unlocked. The pollution panel allows you to monitor your current pollution and the pollution output per turn. Hover over for more details. Okay. Currently producing 5 pollution per turn. We are the only polluters in the world. Next level, we are currently at level 0. Next level is level 1 at 45k pollution reached. There's a total of 5 pollution. We are the only one polluting, and it doesn't say what happens. I guess because there's no we're at level 0 pollution, so there's no negative effect at the moment. Okay. The Forge Master's Sin. One day, a humble yet talented painter requests a private audience. With shaking hands, he confesses to a diabolical deceit. Under one of the senior custodian's guidance, renowned altarpiece from the fabled Notre Dame, renowned altarpieces from the fabled Notre Dame are being replaced by counterfeits. Although the originals are being sold to private collectors to fund charitable endeavors to feed the hungry across the empire, the painter still views the thefts as a sin and couldn't maintain the duplicity any longer. It is a most egregious cultural vandalism, but it is also an unseen one. The painter vows he will abide by whatever choice you decree. Let's see, we have a world wonder that took us hundreds of years to build, has been, according to the game, through war, and you guys choose to steal. Okay. We can punish, we can overlook, and we can enlist. Overlook is turn a blind eye to a victimless crime. Punishment feels a bit harsh. We can enlist him. You work for me now, even though you probably already worked for me. You guys. Ooh. Musketeers. Who also have move or shoot. Our swordsmen upgrade to musketeers. So, where are still knights? Where are our conquistadors? Where? Okay. Okay, conquistadors don't upgrade, so I won't accidentally upgrade our conquistadors to gunners mistakenly. So, I think you two can be upgraded. If you are fighting without a gun, you shall acquire a gun. That guy was still a pikeman. Okay, military upgrade in the south, done. In the north, also done, asterisk. This is my territory, so these guys shouldn't be able to attack any of my units. Okay, you guys, I don't know why I even have you guys around. Go ahead. Settle something in this area. And then all of you just... Thank you. Now this place is already overpopulated. You guys stay on alert. Wow, you have no infrastructure. Don't need walls. Don't need stability. That's a bunch of science. Gold. It's gonna take you a couple turns, but you serve no other purpose anyway. Finally get that hooked up. Train station into Call. Somewhere in south. Figure out what you do next. A lead. Ooh, should have done this sooner. Let's see. We are currently making 3335. With this, should go up to 3743. Decent boost in science, if I do say so myself. Do we need a train station in Athens? I don't think so. It's on the north. We have no northern enemies. We used up influence that was supposed to absorb this city. I forgot. You could get food. More food. Production. Influence. Science. And you have no harbor, so you can't just produce. I guess get some hamlets somewhere and just ignore you for a while. What is this? New grievance.
Come, let us share
Okay,
our
you
dreams.
guys. I don't want to go to the war with these guys, and they're far too far. We do have a bunch of influence, and we are up to 10 pollution per turn. Still no negative effects. Idle army is who? Oh, you guys finally got over here. Now go over there. Colonization. Applies status subversint on captured cities. What does this status do? Okay, subversint is gold and production. Harmonious is stability. All of these are just bringing a bunch of stuff that are useful, and they bring it.
30 market quarters. Are you going to start building houses with gold bricks?
They keep bringing all this stuff when we have stuff to do, and it's annoying. And this is going up because I'm building infrastructure. And why am I building infrastructure in a city that I'm going to absorb anyway? You know what? Make yourself useful, and I guess produce units. And produce a bunch of conquistadors. Did I? Why have you stopped? Shouldn't you be on your way over here? Pretty sure I put you over there a couple turns ago. Okay. This regiment is currently all the way up here. Can you not? Okay. You can get vision of these far ends. There is a singular conquistador here. Okay, that's coming out of Kerma to support the war efforts. Takal. Yeah, you just built a railroad. Influence, since you're next to city that we want. Science, because that's going to be very useful. Industry, that doesn't really do anything. Fortifications, because you're on the front lines, even though you aren't really going to do much for a while. I also want to absorb this city, so I don't want to start producing useful stuff out of it. So push a bunch of conquistadors. I can get a harbor and a train station started over here. Sir is idle because you finished your train station. You need to start getting science up. Ooh, barracks reduce military industry costs. Whoops. Okay, that increases the city cap. That increases city cap. That increases food. Money per ongoing trade is useful. Okay, need you to go here. You know what? Should I? No. I won't put a singular unit on auto-explore. I learned my lesson from
A
last
link
time.
for commerce and commuters. With this, the Iron Horse supplants its four-legged predecessor.
World lead accomplished. Build a railway between two cities. You know what? Haven't actually tested this railway yet. That's the settler. You guys, how quickly can... Okay, couple turns. And you guys get the honor of testing out the railway. More guys to upgrade. Okay, you have explored everything up there. I am not seeing anything necessary to the south that needs exploring, other than this territory, which will soon be ours, and is currently scheduled to be an active war zone. And the horse is going up there. Okay, so you have quickly made yourself very obsolete. Last rites. The holy city of Kerma is famous across the world. Every year, thousands of followers of the faith come to the city in their old age, hoping that if they die, they will be able to partake in funeral rites near to the great temple. This practice has been condoned for many years, but space is becoming limited, and tensions between locals and outsiders grow more heated with every passing season. How would the incoming faithful be treated? We can refuse them, which is xenophobic, I guess. We can welcome them. Locals will grumble, but the city will be richer for the influx, which is prosperous. We can limit that only those with ties to Kerma can remain. Religion-wise, we could start pushing our religion, but I think these guys are doing a decent job pushing their religion. What we need to do is start spreading it over here, but I'm not sure how we're going to do that, because we've actually built pretty much most of our whale fishing. Seafood warehouses and okay. First off, welcome. We get prosperous and current, which is a tiny bit of money per turn, but it helps. In terms of spreading the religion, I'm not sure how we're going to do that. New grievance.
Different haircut.
A mere
Don't care. What I do care about is absorbing that. I remembered. Nineveh is pretty big. Sparta, pretty big. Napata, pretty big. Athens can be bigger. So I am willing, if I can find a unit close enough, which I'm not seeing. You guys are roaming my territory. Why are you doing territory? I remember. E, who is you? Okay, so the pushing for the under one banner, I think we'll have to, let's see, it should be able to be, yes, it should have been available a couple turns now, and I keep forgetting. Okay, this should be fine. We have How are you? Why are you in? Who do you guys have? A guy that can't shoot, guy that can't shoot, guy that can't shoot, and a harp. Wait. You know what? We focus on taking these guys out first. How do you not have line of sight? What is this garbage? You have line of sight of that guy. Okay, you have line of sight here. Wow. Okay. This. Do we not have... Okay. We have a couple conquistadors available. This guy is for some reason hiding behind my walls. Can you not reach? Can you not reach the spot you told me you could reach? Okay. Sadly, I am putting you in the middle of harm's way. And you started your attack, so you aren't going to be able to do anything. Oh, those are horses. So you guys I know it's uphill, but you guys can deploy. You guys, okay. You know what? Let me start getting some gunners at least out. This line of sight thing is annoying because it doesn't make sense. Okay, those guys are going to take the turn. Military star. Okay, they're taking the turn. Haven't lost anything. You are very much injured. quickly. Why is this guy not being targeted? What unit is this? What unit is this? Okay. Do I have conquistadors that haven't attacked yet? That can get line of sight out on this guy. Okay. Around. Thank you. For some reason, line of sight is very finicky in this place. Okay, they survived with one unit.
What do you want? I'm sorry, but no deal.
Okay. So you guys are gonna heal up. You continue exploring. Okay. We test out the trains. How quickly can you get to... Not quickly. I guess you got from that train station to this one. Is it because we don't have a train station in Napata? Put one there inside fortifications and put you guys back over there. Trophy unlocked. Produce at least 500 industry in a city. You guys can get a quick cheap kill unless these guys retreat. Okay. I believe it's the same turn. Yeah, those guys are healing. Sparta. You are still overcapped. So let's see. That gives worker slots. Increase in science. Increasing worker slots. Okay, you guys. Why is it? Okay, wait till next turn. Mr. Horseman just sail in a line. Bum 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 bum. Okay, everything is done over here. What sort of infrastructure do we need? We have over 100 surplus. We could push out 2 ships just because. And we already have an Aerostar. Well, we already completed the arrow. I don't know if I'm impressed or disappointed with how quickly that went by. But what we can do is claim the Eiffel Tower. And I shall put the Eiffel Tower in London. Where is a nice dramatic place to put it? Here, in the middle of a desert. And let's put everybody on it. You guys. Okay, we are being ransacked. That's annoying. But we can annex that in a couple turns. Who has the audacity? Let's see. Knights, heavy swordsman. Gunners, knights. Let's see. You guys 41, 37, 36. Easy. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. You started a fight. Okay. Okay, I don't understand this train station thing. Ew, neighboring train stations. Which means I need a train station, say here. So with that, boom. Train station, 2 train station, 2 train station. Okay, so I need a train station in each territory. And that would allow me to just quickly bounce units over. I'm getting it, I'm getting it, I'm getting it. Okay. We could push these guys forward a bit. And start pushing these guys south. Okay, we have the new arrow. We've been going for 45-ish minutes. Let me take a look at what's available to us. I don't think that this week, or I don't think that on Monday I'll switch over. I'll give you guys a chance to pick, and during my, I don't think following recording session, the session after, we shall move or stay British. That is still an option, but I am putting it out here from now. Take a look, let me know what you think. What culture would you like to see next? And bear in mind that for the next 3 episodes after this one will still be British. Okay, so and I kind of want to stay British a bit longer because we don't have vassals, and that would be kind of cool. Anyway, first off, we have the Cubans. +1 military strength per alliance on units, +1 military strength on allied empires units, and 10% influence per alliance. This seems good in like a massive game. District, the unit, emblematic district, I remember the term. Research center creates pharmaceuticals, which are stability for pharmaceuticals on all cities. So with this, you can easily, at this point in the game, build enough pharmaceuticals to keep your city over 100 over 100 stability. And pharmaceuticals give +1 to all your FIMs. So this is their unique unit. The Nigerians are 2 industry per farmers on cities, and +1 farmer slot per oil. Nice. Oil refinery is increased pollution, minus stability, creates new deposit of oil, which is automatically exploited, which blends well with their ability. So you get more farmer slots, so you can grow bigger cities. Plus they're agrarian, so they have the affinity. They tend to be bigger cities. You get industry, big cities, as much oil as you will ever need. Must be placed next to a river or coastal water. So it has to be next to some water source. Makes sense. A armored vehicle. The Australians, industry, just flat industry, strip mining complex, industry, pollution, minor stability as usual. Industry per adjacent strategic resource. And you have the all-terrain PMV. The Brazilians, food on tiles producing food. The agronomy lab, food per population, per adjacent farmers quarters, you get food and science, and a extra farmer and researcher slot counts as a farmers quarters and research quarters. Makes sense. And this is their unique unit. And Chinese, which are merchants, 10% money. We have a congress, 7 money per number of attached territories, minus stability, influence per adjacent markers quarter, and +1 to all slots. And you have the guardians. The neo-Egyptians, I guess, the contemporary era Egyptians, because remember the Egyptians are also in the early game as like one of the first civs. We have Valley of the Kings, which is influence on emblematic district. So all the emblematics you have ever built give influence. That is a lot of influence by the end of the game. The archaeological dig, lose stability, influence per adjacent district, and more influence per adjacent emblematic district. free officers. Allied units gain combat strength bonuses when attacking stronger units. So when you are attacking, having free officers in your army makes your other units stronger against attacking units. We have Indians. I don't think Indians were specifically a culture. They had cultures from different parts of India and Asia, but I don't think the Indians were specifically mentioned. The economic elephant, influence on territory. So all your territories is more influence, which is decent since we're coming off of expansions and we are basically planning to own an entire territory, an entire continent. Influence, faith per adjacent district. On religious districts, we get money and science, counts as a commons quarter and a religious district, and we get peacekeepers. Combat bonus, strength for each war declared on their owner. So I guess peacekeepers don't really count as keeping the peace when we are the ones initiating war, which I don't think. Well, yeah, we do plan to have an intercontinental war later on, which at this point it seems like it's going to be more of a massacre. Anyway, we have the Japanese, which are science. I'm not sure. I may have to check, but there may be an error after this. I'm not sure if contemporary may be the final error, and at that point, we're just kind of cruising into figuring out a win condition. Okay. Japanese is minus 20% on all technology costs when researching. That seems like it would be pretty good. We don't have that much science right now because we haven't really focused on science. We have a decent amount, but having a reduction in the cost of technologies is worth more than increasing, like having percent increases in the science, if you get what I'm saying. Like if we produce 10 science a turn, getting a 20% increase is just like an extra 2 science. And if we're trying to get to a goal of like 50,000, that's still going to take a while. But if you reduce that 50,000 by 20%, that makes it a lot easier to get to. And their unique unit are fighter jets. Patrol aircraft unit able to provide vision and counter enemy aircraft. Also strike ground targets with reduced efficiency, which are light and destroyed if a single attack ever removes more than half of the unit's health. Ooh. So if you're fighting and the enemy unit hits your light fighter jets for more than half the damage, more than half the HP, they just insta die. And we haven't really gotten into aircrafts. We may have biplanes coming up, so that we may work with planes rather than ships for our intercontinental wars. Okay. The Swedes. We have prize science, which is +1 science per district in all cities. Interesting. 3 science on research quarters. Still, we don't have many research quarters to begin with. The research institute is 3 science per district. Interesting. So a research institute plus prize science is 4 science per district, and that is cumulative for the amount of territories you have, basically. Science per adjacent research quarters, I keep doing that. And a stealth ship. Okay. Turks, food, 3 food per pop. Interesting. We aren't really struggling for food. We're struggling more for housing space. Public schools is science per farmer slot. 5% science per adjacent research quarter. That can stack up quick if you have enough research quarters. Stealth operative missile. Consume to perform a single strike action on distant target. Aerostrike can perform autonomous airstrikes. Useful for just damaging enemies without drawing attention to yourself. The Americans, influence on resources being sold. So the more stuff you are selling, this would be good if you're coming off of like a game of merchants. You get influence, you get a bunch of influence, and that influence also is applied to the people buying. So every time somebody buys something from you, they are influenced by you. Interesting. Money from ongoing trades, money per adjacent garrison. Interesting. So you build a defense agency and just surround it with garrisons. Also decent if you played maybe militarists at some point in the earlier part of your game. Seems like it would benefit a bit. 3 combat strength when launching artillery, air, or missile strikes. Counts as a commerce quarter and market quarter. Interesting. You have the lightning units, which is a multi-role aircraft, versatile aircraft which can perform both patrols and airstrikes efficiently, and aerial stealth, can perform autonomous airstrikes. Sounds very American. The Soviets, minus 20% unit industry costs, 3% combat strength on units. So Soviets just have stronger militaries. Comrades, the motherland calls. Arms factories, industry, money, pollution, minor stability, markers quarters, makers quarters. Creates a new deposit of weapons that is automatically exploited. Minus 10 stability per weapons on all cities. Wow. So not only is the arms factory itself negative stability, it also provides negative stability on all your cities per arms factory built. That's interesting. It could be you could build a lot of these if you played like high stability throughout the game, where you have like a bunch of surplus stability, but then it does a heavy hit when you're actually taking over cities. So bit of give and take. +1 combat strength per weapons on supplied units. And Red Army tank, which is an armored vehicle with field repairs, so it regenerates health after a battle. Okay. So, okay, yeah. We have just 1 error left, so we should be thinking we should be considering that we're quickly going to end this game. So I do want this at the very least before we complete the game. Okay. Okay, that ransack was quelled. Dunnan might be ours quickly. Akkad also. And I believe that once this administrative center is taken, we can potentially start the war. We may wait a bit before we take, we may wait a few turns and then push another army to take this administrative center, so that we just really have to focus on beating units, taking Biblos, and then we just potentially just vassalize the, what are you guys now? Still Dutch, okay. And then we just fill in these last few territories. And yeah, that will be us. We are quickly approaching the end of the series. I thank you guys for sticking along with me. And I guess with that, we're going to end today and end this week. I have been RTG, you have been you. Thanks for tuning in, and peace, love, and tranquility to all of you. And we have cars. These are cars roaming around the place. Nice. See ya.